directions for configuring the parameters on an Atlas APCO Hurricane B7. If you walk to your black box, there will be paperwork in here, and that'll have your parameters on it. Everything needs to be set exactly how it is laid out on this sheet. When you walk over to the control panel, let's see here, focus. Turn your key on. So your version of the software that's on here comes up, and then it should display 0. All changes done to this box need to be done with the engine off, key on. You press to go into your menu, and your logo display is here, so it'll go through it just like how they are. If you go through, you get to your first setting. It's supposed to be for push. Hit menu, go down. Next is UMD. Keep it as off. SP1 is set for standard. On 1 I have for 99. That's where this discharge pressure is set for. So right now it's set for max pressure. It'll hit 1,000 psi before unloading. The other thing to note is when you're in this menu, this little flashing dash on the bottom left needs to be on the bottom, not the center. You need to have it on the bottom, and this is your pressure that will this is how high your highest pressure will get to. So once you do that, go through, hit the menu button 3 times, go down to OF1. This is the pressure that it will kick in at. I have it set for 80. 80 times 10 is 800. So this will swing. It'll kick on at 800 and kick off at 1,000. Go through, same thing with your dash needs to be at the bottom. DS1 set for 0. It'll be instantaneous reaction time. There won't be any delays. So 0, 0, and LU is set for HFS. That is how everything needs to be set up. SP2 and everything below it on the menu, everything with a 2, doesn't matter. Don't pay attention to it, it's not a thing. If you press and hold menu, it'll take you back to the main screen. Version 3.2, back to 0. You can now go ahead and start up the booster, and everything should work correctly. And you'll notice that the pressure here, when you're downhole, will swing. It'll go a little lower, probably around 700, and go up to 1,000 and cycle back and forth when you're maxed. Couple keynotes. Your inlet pressure, so the gauge on the left, cannot be less than 200 psi and can't go above 350. That is for aiding in cooling of the pump itself, and the pop-off valve for the suction side won't go off. You have to keep a difference of 200 psi between your unload and your load, so that's why I have it set for 800 and 1,000. That's the closest that you can set them. You can set it for 1,000 for your high pressure and 500 for the lowest if you want that, but I don't think we're ever going to run that. And again, adjustments need to be made with key on, engine off. The last thing to note is when you hook up your air compressor to this, change the value on the air compressor so that the output is 350 psi. So if you're just using the compressor first at 500 psi, let's say, when you go to hook up your booster, you have to go back to your compressor in the menus and change the output pressure for 350 psi. And I will have another video showing how to do that next. This is a quick video on how to change the output pressure on your Atlas Copco 1550. You're gonna hit this button here, General Settings, Pressure Set Point 1, down, Enter. And here's where you can adjust what your output pressure is. It needs to be 350 psi going into the booster.